Pacific Northwest. Today we're going to be talking about everything that came out today, including the raid. We're going to talk about Ahriman 3-star fight for the summon. We're also going to talk about all the new things that are coming out, including the raid changes that you might not know about. So let's go ahead and dig in. So probably the biggest change that we actually checked before I made this video, we actually remade this video because we kind of remembered to test it, is the change to Alofacalis' stats and resistances, or at least to his resistances. I'm not fighting him at level 100, so I can't verify his stat differences. But it's really important to point out here that Alofacalis did have a 30% resistance to missile. That is now 10% missile resistance. And he did previously have less of a resistance to striking, and now he has a 30% striking resistance. So Lucia as a large unit is going to be more viable as a large bonus unit against Alofacalis. So keep that in mind when you are putting together your formations and considering what you're going to take in raid, because I personally had planned on Lucia not taking actions because I didn't think she would deal much damage, but now, you know, with that resistance gone, she may deal more damage, and I'm going to try and exploit her a little bit more. So that's probably the first thing you really need to know about this update today. Other things going on, the daily purchase bonus is not the best. You do get, if you're like a free-to-play player, there are orbs of envisionment right here that you can grab, and 3 affinity resonance. So like if you only do the daily purchases, the first 3 daily purchases for this week might be really good for you. A little disappointed about the 100-star purchase bonus down here, but I also understand that the purchase bonus can't be amazing every single time. We have, of course, the new story came out. If you missed it, there were some updates to the notices this week as well. One of the biggest updates was the Secret Book reward quest actually got ×2 drops. So Secret Book reward quest has ×2 drops this week. The other thing that they added, which is a really big deal here, if we go to the Mog shop real quick, is they did add the Santa Claus recipes to the Mog shop for the raid medal exchange. So this is a pretty big deal. This is pretty important for a lot of players. So now you're not only going to be able to get the black garb, you're also going to be able to get the winter coat crafting recipes. So I imagine a lot of people are going to be running the Alofacalis raid, because no matter what, you're basically going to want to max out both of these recipes, I think, particularly people who wanted to have multiple +5 versions, and potentially like a +5 version of the black garb as well in a future one, because I know a lot of people have been talking about a shield version and a dodge version, and I actually think the shield version might actually be pretty good. So make sure to keep that in mind. Other than that, though, not much going on except for the raid. Ahriman's 3-star mission I did go ahead and do before stream, before I made this news video, because I wanted to be able to talk about it a little bit. The Ahriman mission was not that hard. I went in with my ice composition. My ice units were basically able to one-shot most of the opponents. I didn't run into status effects anything very much. He's supposed to be able to petrify. He's supposed to be able to blind and silence as well. I didn't run into any of that. If you are worried about petrify, you can always equip any of these white marshmallow miniatures. They don't have to be +5, they just have to be max level, and you will get petrify resistance 25, which should enable you to fully resist the Ahriman's petrify, almost guaranteed. He may also blind, but it's basically just like a chain 3 mission. Should be pretty straightforward. The mission that I'm more worried about for most players is going to be the Lich mission, which we haven't actually gotten into yet. The Lich expert mission as well, once we get into it and once we get the raid high enough. There is a new mechanic which is focused around instant death, which I'm worried about, which is instant death to a unit that is a variation level of 5. And it's like 50% plus 150%. So I don't think Doom Resistance is going to work on that. So I do think the 3-star Lich Esper fight may be a little bit more difficult. And I do know that the Nightmare Lich fight is going to be very difficult as well. So these are all kind of things you may want to consider as you are getting your Ahriman and you're getting your Lich. Ahriman, just, you know, ice units with a little bit of prep. It doesn't have to be ice, but the ice is pretty powerful. If you're not able to bring a mono ice team, bring at least a healer or something to support you. And for Lich, I may actually just do a separate video on Lich entirely, just because I'm worried about that instant death mechanic, and I actually think there may be some legitimacy to actually bringing level 99 units to try and clear the Lich fight, since he's only level 80. So you can dodge the instant death mechanic completely by just bringing level 99 units. So that's probably going to be the kind of best way to approach it. The final bit of news, which is in the notices section, if you guys didn't see, is the maintenance on Monday, of course, is going to be really long. This is a weird and awkward maintenance, so make sure you get that. But the guild battle supremacy is going to be very exciting. So if you haven't read about this, it looks really great. It looks really fun, and I'm really excited for it. Yeah, that's pretty much all the news today. I think the biggest thing you need to know is just the changes to the Santa coat being available, and being able to get the double drops on books, maybe while you're farming Alofacalis, for example. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. I'll be streaming later today. I'll be doing raid level 1 to 100 on stream, probably a little bit earlier than usual. So I hope to see you guys there, and let me know about your raid strats down below, because my raid guide this tier is not going to have Jum in it. So I put together a couple formations. I'm actually kind of excited for my ice formation utilizing Rafale, and my wind formation, which was wind slash, but now I kind of want to try Lucia in there. So I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. So let me know down in the comment section down below once you hit level 100, or come turn up on raid, and help me get to level 100 and figure out the best composition. So thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you guys next time.